this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a peek at some of the big players in today's game, and you're a big player in today's game as well. Let's get the party started. The kicker, Dustin Hopkins, set to get this one going. And here we go. The Super Bowl of Madden Ultimate Team is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Charles the low set back. And he'll get it up the middle. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Play action now. Winston. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Jordan Reed was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Nice play on the football, and while it was tipped in the air and made everyone a little bit anxious before falling to the ground, you just know defensive players are taught to knock the ball to the ground. But early in games, emotions come into play. Nerves come into play. And despite the training, the ball was tipped up. Fortunately for them, they didn't pay for that error. Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. Steps away to his left. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Winston now to throw on 1st down. Being chased out left. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down inbounds. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's a defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Throwing again. Winston on 2nd and 10. He's got time. Now he's forced out left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's not like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left. Contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points up.
Looking for Amendola, and it's intercepted. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick 6s.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. Following the interception here, Rivers escaping the pressure right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. Danny Amendola, the man he was trying to get it to. That'll bring up second down.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful.
Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. It's the sack master, Justin Houston, who comes up with it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
They always that changed in a big way. The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, the free safety was there, no gain.
On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on fourth down and 9. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down. Now Winston on fourth down. And Jones has it over the middle. 13 yards on the pickup, and they're able to move the chains as they convert on fourth and long.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They'll keep it on the ground with Charles again. And he will possibly get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On the other hand, it will definitely take us to the end of the first quarter of play. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On third down, Miller. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down. Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. From the left hash, this from 34.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Give them a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a third down and 2.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
He couldn't hook up with Amendola there. And fourth down coming up.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
They run for it with Vereen. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. The first down carry here for Charles. And he stopped immediately there. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
Again, it's Charles. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
Back-to-back runs that were stacked up. Offensively, now you've got to think to yourself, do we change blocking assignments? Do we change formations? Do we change looks in order to try and get the running game going?
They'll run it now out of the gun. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at fourth down. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. So a pause here for us as well. Time to pay some bills. Back to the booth right after this. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Winston to throw for it on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Muhammad Wilkerson in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
On the toss, Vereen. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give him a little bit of help. Maybe
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Muhammad Wilkerson in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Now Austin. 35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Defensively, the tackle by Cam Chancellor.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
3rd and short yardage, Winston. The left side completion to Jones. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. They come up in an offset eye. 10th carry now for Jamal Charles. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Jamal Charles, as time expires in the first half. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we send you cross-country to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando with our halftime report, here's Larry Ridley. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now this offense ready to take over again. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically at halftime, locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Throw complete right side to Cooks. The ball comes out. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10.
When everything is in sync on defense, that means everyone's communicating really well, and sometimes it's nonverbal. They just know that when a receiver's in one spot, this person may have him, and he's in another spot, the next defender may have him. And they've squeezed the passing lanes down to where it's so difficult to find an open area to deliver the football. They've made it tough on them all game long.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. He sets to fire deep. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. Amendola had it and lost it. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
On the run, here's Vereen. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
All right, man, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Go.
On 3rd down, Rivers finding time. And incomplete here on 3rd down. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target, and it's 4th down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense, and over the post.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the 2nd half. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Tackle there by Clay Matthews.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Cameron Jordan coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. And he'll He'll take it just outside the 40. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now back out comes the offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And they're going to speed things up here. Rivers on 1st down. And caught left side, Olsen. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
A good pick up there of 20 yards. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Rivers, flush to his right. And his throw here is incomplete. Back now here in Santa Clara, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th. 3rd down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Rivers from the gun on 3rd down. Got a man, it's Amendola. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. From the gun, Rivers. And a 2-score game, obviously. Every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Rivers again. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's 3rd down. They got to have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal.
That was a difficult catch, and I admire the fact that he actually caught the football. Worked so hard.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Brandon Cooks. A 5-yard touchdown. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Flushed out right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him. 2nd down, a little more productive than 1st. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. Now it's a bootleg with Winston.
It's caught. Jones. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. They run. Charles. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line. Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well. And every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
Jameis to throw it. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Now Jameis on second down. It's caught outright, Amendola. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Short yardage situation. Here's Charles. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And there will be a break in the action here. They're going to take a timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, push their backs clearly against the wall.
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything?
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for the touchdown. Brandon Cooks with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And his guys have made this a 1-score game now.
And they put it in the end zone, which was job 1. Now they have to convert. And then it's decision time, isn't it?
Yeah, sure. This is what all teams go through. You look at the clock, you're inside 2 minutes, look at your timeouts, make that onside kick decision.
Yeah, how do you feel about your defense, where you are in terms of the scoreboard and the time left on the clock, as you noted, so many things to go through.
And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. And they just about had to get that recovery to have any chance. They only have 1 timeout. You look at the clock, and let's do the math here, Charles. This one's pretty much over.
Yeah, we do have a chart here, don't we, that tells us about the timeouts.
You do. I'm not as smart as you.
And in looking at it, you're exactly right. Chart's not going to help them here at all. They're pretty much done at this stage. They had to have that recovery. I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right?
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's Amendola. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Only one timeout defensively, so this should just be a simple kneel down.
I agree totally. I looked at my time management chart. It says take a knee, victory formation. They just have one timeout left, and that should be all she wrote.
By the way, it's a good thing you can read that. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Julio Jones, 52 yards. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Here's Cooks on the return. And oh, that is going to be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy